escape prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as.
Look at the shields on the mark.
Oh my god, the drone's gonna take him.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is HD and I'm here for an exclusive IPL interview with none other than EG Axslav. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going great. It's going great.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, man. We're actually from the Bay Area, so we're in the same location, but every so often we do get to meet each other outside of the Bay, and it's always a pleasure. I just want to start this interview off with a little bit of a backstory, how you kind of got into competitive gaming before Brood War, before StarCraft, because we all know that we're all gamers and we all start somewhere.
Yeah. Well, the first strategy games I ever enjoyed was chess. When I was a little kid, I played a lot of chess. I loved chess. In fact, I actually grew up in Cleveland, which was called the chess capital of the United States back then because it had so many grandmasters. A lot of Russians lived there. And so, I just played at chess houses and just for fun. I was really into it. And then, of course, as soon as I found StarCraft 1, you can't help but love the game. Just sucked me in, man.
It just takes it away from there and then on to StarCraft 2, right?
Or on to Warcraft 3 and then StarCraft 2.
Warcraft 3 is a great game too, man. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the IPL. I know you played in Season 1 and you are seeded now, basically qualified for Season 2. Can you tell me a little bit about how you performed in Season 1 and how your progression is going on in Season 2 right now?
Yeah. In IPL Season 1, I actually did good. Not quite as good as I wanted to do. I believe I beat Seth, my teammate In Control, Root Cats, and Root Minigun. But I lost to Root Kiwikaki twice, so he had my number back then, but I've been working a lot. If I face him in IPL2,
is this the
it's
player,
going down.
Is this the player you're gunning for?
I kind of am.
Yeah.
It's I have nothing against him, but he's had my number for quite a while. He's been like the guy that usually beats me.
Right,
so
right.
It would be great if I can match him and take him down to put a point on the scoreboard for me.
Yeah, definitely, man. It always feels good to exact a little bit of vengeance, right?
Definitely.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about StarCraft 2. Especially, I know you're a Protoss player. Your strengths and your weaknesses. I know every player has kind of these things that they're really good at, and some of them they fail horribly at. And as a pro gamer, I know there's some quirks and things that you'd love to talk about and tell the fans.
Yeah. I'd say my main strength is positional play. I'm usually pretty careful in setting up my guys in the arc so they all start attacking at the same time. I always try to engage in a position where my forces can get the maximum benefit and the enemy's all bottled up and they're having trouble fighting.
Right.
So that leads me to play more of a slower passive game so I can try to set up and manipulate the battlefield. I'd say my biggest weakness is my micromanagement. A lot of Protosses are really known for their blink micro, their force fields. And for me, I have lower APM, my hands aren't quite as fast, I'm a little bit slower, I'm not quite as precise with the mouse, and all these things kind of hurt me a little bit, especially in the early game, where each micromanaging each individual unit is so important because you just don't have as many.
It's kind of funny you mentioned that because you're right. Most Protoss players more focus on micro, whereas Zergs will focus on macro. But I guess you kind of take a different approach when you play Protoss.
Yeah, I'm pretty unique in that regard.
Right on. So about EG, we're going to go ahead and move into your team and everything. How does it feel to be on a pro gaming team?
Oh, it's great. When I played Warcraft, I had a sponsored team a couple of times, but it was, like, here's some money each month. You'll play under our tag, and it was never something that was lasting, never a team that you felt like this team is going to be around forever. This team, I will meet them all at events. The manager comes to events. He cheers you on. It's a whole
Scoots
unique
awesome.
experience. Scoots is amazing. I love
Scoots, for everyone who doesn't know, is the manager of EG. And EG is basically the team out there in North America right now. And it's one of the highest, most recognized pro gaming teams in the world, really.
Yeah.
So with that, any changes you'd like to see in StarCraft 2? I know Heart of the Swarm is coming soon. Is there anything personally that you'd like to see happen?
Yes, I love StarCraft 2. It's probably my favorite strategy game I've played so far. The one thing that I think could be improved a bit is the timing and when you are able to scout your opponent seems a little bit late. Like often by the time you can scout them, they already have a big army and they're already coming at you, and it's sometimes too late if you didn't guess what they're doing to react. So if there was a little bit, scouting came a little bit earlier, it was a little cheaper, a little more easy to access, I think that would improve the game a lot.
Yeah, I've noticed in Brood War it was much more, when you scouted someone, it was easy to kind of tell what they were doing, but in StarCraft 2 it's a little bit more of a guessing game, so things can get kind of hectic.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'd like to close out this interview. Any shout outs you'd like to make for the fans or the viewers out there?
Oh, definitely. You know, the famous shout out, everyone who likes me. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to my team, my teammates, they're all great. And of course, you know, the sponsors from my team, you know, Intel, Monster, Seal Series, Kingston, Intel Extreme, Bigfoot Networks, and Thermaltake. Yeah.
All right, right on. Well, Axslav, it was a pleasure interviewing you for the IPL, and best of luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, this is HD signing out from the IPL exclusive interview. If you guys want to check out more content for the IPL, go to www.ign.com/IPL.